welcome back to my channel. This is Becky, and I just wanted to say that I do not hate AI and ChatGPT and technology because I am grateful for all the advances that we have. I mean, I am a huge Star Trek, nerd, and sci-fi adventures. I loved, Quantum Leap and all the very nerdy, weird science and all those fun concepts. However, when you start to realize that that stuff is parallel to reality, you start to get a little trippy. And when you have never touched acid in your life, you're like, wow, I'm glad I never did, because I probably would have gone crazy. I mean, life alone is already a wild experience, and this is sober. Like, that's the thing. I mean, for anybody who ever has addictions, and listen, I will admit, I just choose addictions carefully. I am still an addict in recovery, and I probably always will be, because of so much trauma that I've been through that I can laugh about now, because I feel like I've made it out of the war zone and I'm in my safe little alien spaceship hovering above the earth and everything that's going on down there, going, Lord, I know you're working it all out and it's not for me to figure out, and I'm just going to keep praying over here. And now I'm going to widen my audience who can hear me, say that God's got this. He really does. We have, as humans, vessels, as species of all shapes, size, kinds on this planet, we as civilizations have destroyed ourselves globally multiple times. This is not the first time that we've had a global reset, okay? So, for those of you that are really programmed with religious mindset, you could take a deep breath, okay? Breathe in, go ahead and hold it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like that, I can shift the energy. And so can you. I know you don't think you can, but that's one thing that I would be able to teach you, as long as you're willing to do the work. When we're, working one-on-one, I will, call you out on things that you need to adjust. And there'll be times you're going to call me out on things that I need to adjust, and I'll be like, you know what? My bad. You're right. Thank you for that. And that's the nice thing about working with me versus the other professionals that are out there, that I really do personalize it to meet your needs, and I can adjust to everybody's tone. Like I said, I am used to even working in very somber environments where we're talking about making life and death decisions. I've been at the end of life care where we are talking about terminal people and the family members have no resources left, and I'm helping do respite care, and we have 90 something year old husbands that have been taking care of their wives their whole lives, that can't even really take care of themselves, that are now taking care of their dying spouse, who is the center of their whole world, and they don't have the support in place that they need in order to continue standing. So we really are in a very in my opinion, a very pivotal point in humanity, because we see the younger generations are wanting the older patriarchal generations to collapse and become unalived, so that way the newer generations can, concede the throne, or whatever that would be, which really isn't accurate of how God's kingdom works. In God's kingdom, we all have a throne, and it's not just within a bloodline in the family. That is something that has been man-made through Satan and evil entities and demonic forces that have always been at play on humanity since the beginning of time. And it's up to us as individual vessels to anchor in the light as brightly as we can in the darkest areas. So We just have to use that little light that we have inside of us to keep it protected when the storms are at its worst. And then sometimes we need a safe haven, to be able to take a breather because the storms are so bad and we need to turn our back to the storm so we can protect that candle. And so I like to think of myself as being that beacon of light where if my story is resonating, if you see anything that resonates with you in my storyline, my experiences can be used as blueprints for situations that you're facing or that you think you might be facing, because most of us have spiritual gifts of being prophetic and seers. But as we know, everybody has free will, and so just because we've been given a vision doesn't mean that that's the vision that's going to actually come to fruition. And so we don't ever want to put all of our eggs into one basket. We want to be making sure that we are enjoying what I call a spiritual scavenger hunt, because each person that we are meeting in life provides us with very valuable golden eggs, let's call them, and then we get to go around and collecting these multicolored Easter eggs. Not everybody has golden eggs. I personally am the goose that lays golden eggs. So for you are blessed and highly favored by the Lord Most High if you are finding my content, because the demons that try to orchestrate and the powers that think that they are, they don't like to see people like me heard out in the world. And so I really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and share my videos so that way we can get the content out there to a wider audience, so I can help Starseeds launch way sooner than they ever thought possible. We have too many humans, vessels that are holding on to each other, attached to a role or a programmed assignment that they were never meant to hold on to permanently. And so that can be a little discombobulating to get your mind wrap your brain around, and can lead to catastrophic events in your 3D realm if you haven't learned the insights and the wisdom that I have available to you. So go ahead and schedule a free consultation at homans.consulting@gmail.com, and we can talk about your situation and how I can help. All right. I look forward to talking with you in my next video. I hope you have a great day.